presents.
It's like the
Hello,
thief in the
everybody.
collar. Do you want me to turn the volume
Yes, you might
down?
want to turn the speaker
Okay.
down a little bit.
Say hello to the people.
Hello,
Waiter,
people.
63 and a third.
Hello, people.
Hello, people.
Now we're gonna play some other games tonight, but we're on the Real Deal system right now, and I just wanted to show that
We're gonna play Rusty's Real Deal Baseball.
we're gonna play a very severely fucked up version of this game. I was trying to get this ready last week, but it wasn't like building the ROM file correctly. But we got it now. The first option, I had to add this. If you want a little less a little less of that flavor in here, you could take that out. But here, let's just put it on normal for now. It starts on the hardest difficulty now. I'll put it on here. Let's showcase.
You're gonna have to explain to people that you made changes.
all the fucked up things. Yeah, I goofed with this a little while back because there's like nothing that's ever been done to this game, and I was always curious if you just sped it up and did some stuff to it, could you make it play better at least? Because like it has parrying in it, it has stuff in there. Why does this game have to be as bad as it is? So after goofing around, at the end of a couple of nights here, we ended up with this. And you see everything's like differently colored too. There's been a lot of changes that got made. Like, let me show one of the first ones. If you press the start button, you can pick a grayscaled like color scheme. That's not in the original game. That was the thing I put in. So there's a third color you can use on every character now. But the game is like super sped up now. It's a very, very, very different game.
I will destroy you. Fight! Like this.
Like that was a parry I just did.
No easy combo. I smash. No, get out. I smash. I smash. Take this, taste it. No, no, taste it. Take this. I smash. I smash. Spare switch decorated. Blizzard. Quit. Not even. Back up. No blower! Not even close! Come on! Come on! Little girly combo! I wanna go home! Call me daddy!
So you can see, too, fights, if anyone's familiar with the original game, fights in this would take like a minute and a half.
Like a long time.
They were really slow. Everything was really slow in the original game. You can actually do stuff now. There's a lot more you can do here.
No blower! No blower! No blower! Triple brown Betty combo! No blower! No blower! No blower! I smash! I smash! No blower! Blizzard! I smash! Catched it! You
He died.
He pays respects. He's an honorable bad snowman.
I wouldn't say any of the Clay Fighter games are very good. The first one's probably the most playable. This one has things in it that could have been good, but the game was running so slow.
Yeah,
Man,
you're gonna talk about it.
Yeah,
You're
I
gonna
will.
talk
I
about it in
will.
depth.
I mean,
Because the thing is, this is like an obscure game. This is
no,
not
it
like
is.
this
it
is not like
I
Street
will.
Fighter
I know.
or something,
I'm just kind of showing it a bit first.
where everybody is like seen it to heck and back. So they might not have a good point of comparison of the changes you made.
I smash! Frozen frenzy! You win!
I could show a back and forth even. We could switch to the original to show the comparison. It's very, very, very different here, if people are familiar with it.
No blower! No blower! I smash! No, I smash! I smash! Blizzard, see ya!
But yeah, his voice is turned off because I added that as an option.
No blower!
Mute him.
No blower! See ya! Frozen frenzy! Cheesy combo! I smash! Call me daddy!
The hardest part of this entire hack was adding in the third color here. I remember playing this as a kid and the game crashed, and the characters turned black and white, so I was wondering if that was a thing I could at least do, and yeah, no, you can. It's not like it's a palette. It's just, it literally is desaturating the graphics, so it's kind of a makeshift third palette that you can use. But all this was just being done with Game Shark codes, and then I had to embed them into the ROM file, which is a lot easier said than done. I'm kind of shocked it's running on the real hardware here. The game is running at, I think, 150%, sorry, percent, I can speak. 150% the speed that it was, or not, yeah, I think. It's a little bit faster, is what I'm getting at. Game's a little bit quicker. Certain animations are faster. Certain bugs are fixed. Combo system is much more opened up, like that juggle I just did there. You couldn't have done that in the original game. It would have bounced him too high in the air. In general, it's just moving faster. If you guys want to look up the original for a point of comparison, the HUD did not look like this originally. In fact, they kind of did the biggest sin you could do with a fighting game's health meter. The health used to count outwards, so now it at least counts towards the middle like it should. The super meter being at the bottom wasn't like that before. The HUD here is actually being generated. They're drawing these rectangles to the screen, and thanks to that, that just means that you can modify them and change the scale of them and do whatever you want to them. You can take advantage of a lot of these visuals. Man, we're already at the end. I switched the stages around for the characters too, and the music. Because in the files, there's actual references to specific characters that were supposed to have music and themes and everything. And the game that came out actually, like, mixed up the songs. So this is using what was supposed to be the songs for these characters, which is kind of interesting, I guess. Not really, it's Clay Fighter. But,
I think it's interesting. I am glad that you're doing this because I like Clay Fighter a lot.
It's just neat that it's actually, like, playable now.
It was always
do stuff now.
a really cool concept for a game, and I am glad. That's exactly the thing. I would want it to actually be fun to play because it is quite unfun to play. There's a lot of things like that.
Yeah, there are.
Where there's something about it that makes you want to like it, but it's just not fun to play. What was I telling? I was talking to somebody about Go Hyper Grind.
Oh, yeah.
And how that's one of those, that it's just like, it's not fun.
It's not very fun to play, which is too bad, because it is very charming, like, visually and everything. There's something kind of funny about that opening sequence with the anime music.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I haven't checked donations. Let me.
Yeah, no, it's already over.
Anything.
The game is already over. It went by that quick.
Yeah, it would have been like a fucking 20 minutes.
It would have taken you like a half hour or something to have played through. I even changed the AI a little bit. They had a thing that it's what I expected. When it's on the hardest difficulty, from what I was seeing in memory values and everything, they were just literally automatically blocking like everything. So I tried to hook something onto it now that they try to automatically block, but when they're still in the block state, if you switch how you're approaching them, there's a random chance they won't correct if they're standing or crouching while blocking. So mixing them up will actually eventually get through and hit them. So they won't perfectly block everything. They'll perfectly block everything if you're not mixing anything up. But if you do high-lows against them, it actually will, work on them. But here, I'm going to show a really goofy example of a character because in the core game, this really goes to show how much no one has even talked about this game or looked into this game, and for good reason, I get it. But did you guys know that this character right here had 2 moves in the game that had no damage assigned to them? They have a special move that's supposed to be like a Tatsumaki from Street Fighter, and if you do the light or medium versions, literally 0 damage. You don't get hurt for getting hit by it. And it just seems like a mistake, because there's chip damage assigned to those moves, but there's no actual damage that you can take. Really weird. So I fixed that. There's a lot that you can tell the original game was probably just like really, really rushed. They needed better numbers in better places. Here's why this character's great. Oh no, you can't spam it that well though.
I'm glad there's folks in chat who know Hyper Grind.
Come on. Come on. You know you want to.
Get him. There you go, Cloud. Welcome to the top. Get him. There you go, Cloud. There you go, Cloud.
I knew he was gonna jump.
There you go, Cloud. Welcome to the top. There you go, Cloud. There you go, Cloud. There you go, there you go, Cloud. There you go, Cloud.
Oh, that's what a little park. Snow cone.
Oh, no.
Ice
Don't
bash.
get squished like clay would be squished.
Snow blower.
That's a brilliant beady combo.
So if you want to be really annoying with one of the characters, you can do that now. You could be really, really, really obnoxious. Because this character, I don't think anyone would ever want to play as this character. At least there's a reason now.
I like the idea that he's like surly, but they didn't go with it.
There you go, Cloud. There you go, Cloud. There you go, Cloud. Get him, beady. Get him, beady.
Late combo.
Ferris wheel. There you go, Cloud. Ferris wheel. Get him, beady. There you go, Cloud. Ferris wheel. There you go, Cloud. There you go, Cloud. There you go, there you go.
Ow! Eat
Get him,
cow!
beady. There you go, Cloud. There you go, Cloud.
Oh, no.
Combo!
There you go, Cloud. There you go,
Oh,
Cloud.
I love it!
There you go, Cloud. Ferris wheel. Ferris wheel.
Wow, Nelly! Come, little worm!
Flat smash.
Kane!
I told you.
Yo!
You made him fall over.
You have to embarrass him. Yeah. No, I added that as a code. If you press the start button on the character select screen, you can play as a black and white version of the character. So it's like a third palette. The game does have a few like unused third colors, so it's kind of interesting, but it's only on like 2 characters, so I couldn't really put that in.
There you go, Cloud. Ferris wheel. There you go, Cloud. There you go, Cloud. Get him, baby. Get him, baby.
He looks good with the monochrome color scheme.
No, he does. It works very well for him.
Ferris wheel. Get him, baby. Get him. There you go, Cloud. There you go, Cloud. There you go, Cloud. There you go, Cloud.
You win!
What a character. Here, I can show some other stuff. We'll play this for a bit tonight. This is just what we're opening with because I at least wanted to show we were trying to get this working last week, and at least now we got it working. And this is on the system, so yeah, if I press the start button. So if I press A, I get my first color. If I press C down, I get my second color. If I press start, I get this as my color. Everything's been sped up, the menus are sped up. There's a lot there to make this less frustrating to have to turn on.
Cane pain! Cane pain! Oh, the Kringle Crush!
Little girly
Blubber Bump! Cane pain! Cane pain! Flavalanche! Belly lunch! Cane pain! Cane pain! Flavalanche! Belly luncher! Blubber Bump! Cane pain! Cane pain! Kringle Crush!
Oh no, I froze the game. Yeah. No, I've noticed that's a thing only on... Yeah, it only happens on the N64 here. There is a random chance right now that when an attack hits like this, and it's on this exact stage against this exact character, it happens. So that's a really exact thing I'm going to have to fix. But here, I'm going to show you guys at least a comparison between this and the original game, so this makes a little more sense. So, one sec. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the original game now by comparison. Yeah, you know what? I'll show this off. I'll show off the fact that this doesn't do any damage. I couldn't believe it. When I was messing with it, I couldn't believe it. And then no one has ever mentioned it. Yes. Ever since this game came out. No one has ever mentioned this. That's so crazy to me.
Are you serious?
But yeah.
Fight!
Look how much slower we're going here. This may look like someone put in a code for Moon Jump. No, this is how this game used to move. This is what it used to look like.
Hey! Oh, no, you don't.
Look how slow it is.
Lousy combo!
Gumball. Merry-go-cloud. 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 Ferris wheel. Wise guy, huh?
Yeah, and going with the music
Merry-go-cloud.
makes it a really dull experience.
Merry-go-cloud. Merry-go-cloud.
But yeah, if you want to watch the health meter,
I would feel like I had a fever.
if you want to watch the health meter when this move hits, it doesn't do anything.
Merry-go-cloud.
Isn't that crazy? It's just like that. But this is what the original was like. And if you're wondering why I got such bad reviews, I mean, yeah, no, it's way too slow. You're not gonna be able to do a lot of stuff in this because it's moving so slow.
Get him, sugar. Get him, don't. Get him.
But that's why I was always wondering, like, if you just sped the game up and did some changes to it, couldn't you make it something much more playable? Because you have the engine here. They have, like, mechanics from a lot of different games in here. It seems like, in theory, you should be able to make this a better game.
Dribble brown, Betty!
And look how long the fight is taking, too.
Merry-go-cloud.
Nothing does any damage in this one at all. Look how much that did.
Quick.
And that was like a secret, too.
Yeah,
Ferris wheel.
nothing here does anything.
Get him, baby. Gumball.
I guess that's what made it at least kind of fun as an exercise. To also see, like, what would you change around. Not that you can really add much, because when you're hacking a game like that, when you're just changing memory values around, it's not like you can add too much on. You sort of have to substitute things out if you're going to be doing that. But just what could you do with the numbers that are there to make the game feel a little bit better?
Get him, baby. Take that. Hurt. Merry-go-cloud. 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 Hurt. Oh, no, you don't.
Weak combo!
Merry-go-cloud. 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 Get him, baby. Ferris wheel. Merry-go-cloud. Get him, baby. Ferris wheel.
Hi there, Kyber. How's it going? Thank you so much for $2 Australian. They said, hey, Dee, that scam you and Julian talked about in the recent Game Magazine stream reminded me that Lootbox also did that scam. Is what they said. I wouldn't know. I never looked into Lootbox.
Yeah, I didn't know what happened with Lootbox.
It didn't seem very interesting.
But there's an episode of Doug that's very similar.
Yeah.
That there's a word contest that he
They keep
enters.
asking him to send in more and more dollars.
And that he goes as far as his parents even asking him, like, are you really sure you want to do this? This is a savings bond. And he does it, and he loses all of his money because he's Doug.
Fight! I smash!
But yeah, man, look at how slow this is.
Merry-go-cloud. 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 Merry-go-cloud.
Weak combo!
So there's a reason why this is, like,
Ferris wheel.
considered such a rotten N64 game. It's not like there aren't things here that could have been fun. Kung Pao wouldn't be fun, no matter what, I don't think, but... there could have been something better than this. The Blockbuster version is not worth playing. It actually takes out a bunch of moves. It removes the combo system entirely, like, it's a downgrade.
It's weird that they did so much.
They added new characters.
Yeah, I mean, like, for me, that's a draw, obviously, because I want to see more of the wacky art they did, but
you also
it's
kind of
really
see
weird
less.
that you would then remove, like, game mechanics.
They removed frames of animation, so it was even choppier. You can't walk around the stages anymore. I haven't been showing this. There's 3D movement. You can walk around.
Get him, Petey. Ferris wheel. Ferris wheel.
And this is also what the AI just does all the time. They keep jumping backwards. And that was a thing that I had to hook into memory when I was doing the ROM hack was make it so when you jump backwards, you actually go a little bit slower than you would going forwards, because it should not be a thing that you can always outrun the opponent because you both move at the exact same speed. There's a lot of little things in here where it's just like, if you didn't do that, it would have been better.
I get what you mean, Cheer Up Quickie. I always really wanted to see more, like, a funny animation in a fighting game. I've always been disappointed by how fighting games are usually just anime dudes.
Get him, Petey. Get him, Petey. Merry-go cloud. Merry-go cloud.
Weak combo.
Get him, Petey.
Like, this is very not fun to play.
This clown had a burger in him.
Merry-go cloud. Ferris wheel.
He still honks.
Merry-go cloud.
Hey, Doug.
Lame combo.
Get him, Petey. Get him, Petey. Merry-go cloud. Get him.
Now, by the way, the time that it's taken for this fight so far, we probably would have been already halfway through the game or something on the other one.
Get him, Petey.
So we'll switch back to that in just a second here, but it is good to show as like a point of reference here what was being worked with and seeing what could be possible, what could be changed. It was a thing I always wanted to do since I was younger with a few different games. I always was curious about, like, could you upgrade games to be slightly better than how they ended up, just because time constraints, not being able to play test, just numbers kind of being out of place. Like, if you turned up the walking speed in a game, could that be enough to solve like half the problems?
Merry-go cloud. Merry-go cloud.
This was a game that always seemed like it easily had the potential to be turned into something a little bit better. It's just, yeah, you could tell it got rushed onto the market
You win!
in terms of how it plays and everything. It got delayed repeatedly, I know that. The N64 probably was not the right system for it. Because the N64 is not great about 2D.
Do you think it could have gone well on the PlayStation?
Probably not, because the PS1 had its own limits. A lot of like Capcom fighting games don't run so great on the PS1 and have to cut frames of animation.
Stink. Especially for a game like this where the animation needs to be standout.
Yeah.
Merry-go cloud. Merry-go cloud.
At least when it's all sped up, it doesn't look as awkward. It looks
Yes,
a lot
no,
more
your
awkward
version
like
makes
this.
it look properly animated.
Merry-go cloud. Merry-go cloud.
Easy combo. Lousy combo.
Merry-go cloud.
Round ready combo. Oh, I love it.
Ferris wheel. Ferris wheel. Ferris wheel. Merry-go cloud.
Itty bitty combo. Voyang. Crane technique.
It's so slow.
Merry-go cloud.
Cheesy combo.
Merry-go cloud. Merry-go cloud. Get him, Petey. Merry-go cloud. Get him, Petey. Merry-go cloud.
Lame combo. You win!
Let's switch to the other one.
That's fine.
Because I think you guys get to see the difference here.
It might be Rob Paulson, I don't remember. There's like a bunch of cartoon actors.
Yeah,
in
there are.
this.
Okay, we'll be right back with the ROM hack.
We're back.
Yeah, we'll put it on the hardest. You just hop right in.
Fight!
Come on.
Get him, Petey.
Take this!
Get him, Petey.
Right, now I have to adjust to the fact that this isn't slow anymore.
Yeah. You have to actually play a video game.
Even the soundtrack got a Hollywood treatment, as musician David Bergeau composes to the action.
The idea was to bring what a film score brings to a film, which is follow very tightly the action. Essentially, the player is a little bit governing how the score will turn out.
Universal's other title, Crash Bandicoot, was an enormous success, giving the PlayStation its first corporate mascot and propelling the company into 3D platform wars with Sega and Nintendo.